Alright, this is the latest, greatest project. It is my 1982 Z50R. It's going to be turned into basically a street-going gorilla bike. I bought the bike, honestly, for $200. Here's the parts of it, came with it. It ran, and it was a beat-to-crap bike. I mean, here, let me take a look at the fender here. Give you an idea. I mean, this thing seen a hard deal, hard life. And that just gives you an example. Been putting this one off for a long time, mainly because I want to build it into a shockingly awesome gorilla bike. If you look on YouTube, you can see all these Japanese built gorilla bikes, and of course my signature gold that you see on all my bikes. I already painted the frame, and that's what it's going to be. I am going to use a Takegawa or a Kitiko motor on this thing. I mean, there's no ifs and buts about it. I've been talking to Mini Mob Racing. The $5,500 for the Takegawa 148 plus R superhead motor, little bit out of my price range, to say the least. And of course, the Takegawa offers a Desmo motor that is unbelievable, but the $8,000 is definitely out of my price range for that motor. This one, so I've been talking to Mini Mob. They get trade-ins all the time because the motors are so expensive, and every now and then they get some pretty cool motors that they basically rebuild, just do top-end rebuilds and sell them for in the $2,500 to $3,500 range, which is much more my price range than this thing. My budget on this bike is going to be pretty high. I want to be able to build it for around $5,000, $6,000, and I want it to be a shocker. Something in my area you don't see any of these built. I mean, my CT gets a lot of attention, and everywhere I go, people always stop me and comment me on it. Yeah, so this is my new project. As I said, I was going to build it before, but because of parts I was getting, I ended up skipping it, putting it on the burner, and doing the Z50 hardtail here instead, which is almost done. That's why I don't see a plate yet, because it's almost done. I got to do a little bit more wire finagle. I didn't use Trail Buddy, which I should have done. Tried to save money and get just a wire harness off eBay, which it runs and headlights work, but I can't get the tail light to work and whatnot, and so got to do a little finagling. But this bike got bumped ahead just because I had to deal on parts and whatnot, and I just cheap. I mean, I built that bike for like, I think total I've spent $600 on it complete. That's including the price of the bike. So in this one, from day one, like, I get a lot of the monkey cruising magazines from Japan, and been making lists of parts I want to use. So this one's going to be pretty cool, and I hope to do some really badass videos on it. Alright, Z50R, future gorilla mean machine.